Hello there and welcome back to the channel. Sol here, and today is Sunday, April what? April, come on calendar, April 16, guys, and we have Dr. T Volcano Island. As you can see, I'm on my low level account. HQ16 with radar at 15 and a gunboat at level 17, giving me a total number of what? 63 GBE. That being said, as you can see, I have Rifleman, zooka, and medic loaded on my account or on my boats. I now have a total of 7 boats. All of them are at level 15 with the exception of the baby one, which is a level 11, and then one that I just finished upgrading that is at level 16. I'll show you here quickly one of my previous attacks. I'm just going to show you what is the level of my boost and the level of my troops that I'm using right now. So yeah, I have boosted both of my resource reward statues. The purpose is I want to keep upgrading my boats, so hopefully I'll get enough resources to upgrade one of the boats, which is what we're talking about, 1 million of each resource. I think I collected enough for a trader ticket. Yeah, so let's go ahead and redeem one of them and see what we get. Probably crappy. Yeah, one token, what 50 something thousand pieces of iron. Now I also can upgrade what can I upgrade here? I also can upgrade my zookas or my warriors, so probably whatever's most expensive that I get to go for, I'll upgrade. That being said, let's go ahead and take on Dr. T Volcano Island. Let's see what we do. All right, so what do we got here? So we have a rocket launcher, a bunch of splash damage defenses here on the top, but this machine gun I can pretty much ignore. There is a bunch of GBE either left or right that you can take, and I'm thinking I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna land here on the right, and like I said, I'm gonna do it the way, just gonna land one boat of Rifleman and do it that way. This thing is 4,000 GBE, so it's actually a lot expensive, and I'm not gonna use GBE to destroy it. I am gonna use some GBE to destroy the mortar, and then use shocks to go around that. So I will essentially use the GBE that I'm able to collect here. So that is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 24 GB. 8 times 3 is 24. Yeah. So, you know, here the trick is, and I forgot, you need to shock and then just let your troops get hit. You're gonna heal and then just go straight for the gut. I mean, there's nothing else. Use your shocks. Once you are in position, then it's just a matter of keeping destroying the stuff. Use the med kits. You need to use the med kit, because if you don't, then you're gonna be in trouble. Then I'm gonna fly here to the top. Need to kill that mortar on the top, because if I don't, I'm gonna lose more troops. And then go ahead and destroy the other one. Use another med kit. You probably have, you will probably have to use it by now. And then from here, it's just a matter of destroying it. You could have essentially landed a suicidal boat here, get some GBE, landed another boat here, or another boat here, get some GBE, and GBE it out of the rocket launcher. But you still have to deal with the mortars. It's a toss-up anyways, that you want to do it. But you can see it's pretty doable with just, 3 boats of Riflemen and just, swarming the base. Now, it's very important, guys. You need to maximize your gunboats. Do not find a combination and just stick to it and just keep going, because you're going to find that there's going to be a point where it's going to be pretty hard to progress forward. And that happens to a lot of people that play tanks and medics. They upgrade their tanks to 16 capacity so that they could get the 2, whatever the capacity is, they can get 2 or 3, 2 tanks, and then the number of medics that they want, and then they stop doing it and they go like that. You're gonna hit a wall, and that is why I personally don't like tanks, because people think to just get boxed in by that decision, and then that decision is gonna haunt them later on. All right, so I forgot. So we could have at this stage, at first stage, you could have used brick. You unlock brick at HQ4 if I'm not mistaken. So you don't get battle orders at that one. So you know, I'll be using Iron Will, for example, which is something that you unlock when you get her at level 2. So let's go ahead and do it that way. You use your Iron Will to your advantage. Let's see, what do we have? We have a rocket launcher. We have a cannon. So most definitely you need to take care of that guy right there. That guy does 69 damage per hit. So you definitely want to shock it if you can. You don't want to waste 1200 GB on him. Try to use medkits in the process. But if you have like I do right now, if you have your troops in with the hero, what you can end up doing is using Iron Will to shield them in the process, right? So let's go ahead, 1, 2, land them in, send them into the top, put that Iron Will to the top, and then just have them walk to the top. If you need a medkit in the way, just drop the medkit, heal them up, and that's it, guys. So you use Iron Will again if you need it. You should be able to get at least 2. Right? Just remember not to engage that machine gun. There's no particular need of why you need to do that. I'm not gonna use Iron Will again because I'm assuming that you're not gonna have 30 GB at this point. But from here, it's just a matter of flying to the back and then calling it good. Alright, so I'm going to just drop some GB here just to make this go faster. Perfect. So that is stage 1 and stage 2. Using only Rifleman, that's usually what you're going to be able to get. But remember, Volcano Island you unlock a lot later than Tropical. So if you have Volcano Island already unlocked, you should have access to Shocks, you should have access to Sergeant Brick. You should have access to Sergeant Brick with Iron Will, which is the reason why I did it this way. Alright, so now I'm going to use 3 boats on this attack. Let's take a look at what we have. So it's another rocket launcher. This time what I'm going to use is, let me see what I'm going to use. See how we're going to do this. So what I'm thinking I'm going to end up using this time, it's going to be, I'm still going to use Iron Will. Yep, let's do it that way. So my recommendation would be the following. Use a barrage. If you don't have a barrage, I'm going to assume you don't. So use a mortar to destroy here. So if you target here, in between those two, you're going to be able to take those mines together. If you put a mortar right in between these two, you should be able to destroy those 3 mines in a single shot. Bam. And then destroy that one. I didn't check the health, right? And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna land your Rifleman right here. Okay, let them work together. Gather all that GBE because it's really easy to do. Actually, I should have landed Brick first because that way they're not gonna spread they're not gonna spread too much. Okay, so your flares, I'm going to assume they don't last that long. So here, you're going to flare them to the right, and then you're going to flare them all the way to the top. All right. All right, once you get close, then you activate Iron Will. I'm assuming you have shocks. If you have them, use them. And then just a medkit right there. You should be able to counteract the effect of that other rocket launcher pretty easily. Okay, if you need to activate our Iron Will again, and at that point you should be running pretty much out of energy. My recommendation would be to target those guys. You want to destroy the stuff that's killing you, because otherwise you're gonna run into trouble. Okay, let's see if we can get out of the range of the rocket launcher, because if we can, then we're gonna essentially minimize the losses that we're gonna take. And I think we were able to do it. Remember, Sergeant Brick has a minimum attack range, and that minimum attack range is what? It's about 4 to 5 tiles away. So if you flare her close, she is gonna move out of the way because you're gonna try to throw a grenade. And that process is gonna take you. It might hamper your advance. So let's see. We have an artillery. Let's see if we can drop it somewhere where we're gonna get maximum crates destroyed. And it seems that we're only gonna be able to get 2 of them, regardless of where we fire. So let's do it right here. Every crate destroys damages the HQ by a certain amount. Remember, if you look at the total number of buildings on a base, and then if you look at that total number of buildings on a base, and then let me go back. You take the total HP of the base and you multiply by 70%. That's the total number of HP you can take out of a base if you were to destroy every single building in that base, with the exception of the HQ. So you take that the HP of the HQ, multiply it by 70% or by 0.7, then divide it by the total number of buildings present. That's going to give you the total amount of HP lost per crate destroyed. So sometimes if you can farm a little bit, it helps destroying a core. And sometimes, like on operations, if there was a guy that did a lot of damage doing a smoky zooka attack, for example, and he just did so much damage, but it's very hard to get there because maybe your teammate doesn't have enough GBE, then you can look into just destroying buildings around, and sometimes that is just enough to get the job done. All right, so that was stage 3 using Rifleman. We ended up losing 16 Riflemen on this attack. But I mean, it is what it is. This is the way that I intend to show you this, so that you know that there are ways to attack bases like that with the bare minimum, especially with a high-level rocket launcher. You want to go for it as quickly as possible. So right now we have 19 Riflemen. At this point, we're on stage 4. I'm assuming if you are here, you have access to Captain Everspark. So I'm gonna load Captain Everspark in, and I mean, you can use critters, you can use critter swarm. I mean, you don't unlock universal remote until you get to HQ level 15. So let's go with critter swarm maybe. But let's maybe look at it first. I know that you can operate the first 2 levels of Everspark rather quickly once you unlock her. So you get access to either the critter swarm or you get access to the whatever the bomby thing is, the dynamite stick. So let's take a look here. Again, we have a lot of rocket launchers. So we have 2. We have 1 and 2. A lot of splash type damage defenses here. So I think we will be best served if we maybe smoke to the top with zookas. However, you don't unlock smoke until what? Until level HQ level 12? Let me pause the video and check. Yeah, so I was just looking on Wikipedia. So you unlocked it at HQ level 14. This base looks pretty gnarly. I mean, especially with all the machine guns here in the front. If we don't, I mean, I could destroy some of them with GBE for sure. Let's see let's see what we can do. I'm gonna take this one seriously. I don't want to lose a lot more troops because I want to see if I can get to HQ level. See if we can destroy stage 5 on this account. Let me see how much time. I'm gonna wait the 6 minutes that we have here, and then I'll come back, guys. So give me a second. All right, so we just loaded our troops now. I'm gonna go ahead and take this stage down. I'm not gonna limit or handicap myself on this time. I'm just gonna go. I don't want to keep most of my troops alive, mainly because I want to try to take stage number 5 and hopefully stage number 6. But here's sort of the plan. You see, these 2 guys are about 7,000 HP total combined. So I can just dump a little bit of GBE to destroy these 2. I'm not going to worry about these guys up here because I can shock all 5, or actually all 6 of those defenses with a single shock. Now, one little thing of concern is these mortars. I'm gonna put some GBE on the mortars too. So let's see how we go. My medics, I'm pretty sure they can heal out. Pretty sure my medics can heal out the mines. So I'm not gonna worry about them either. And I didn't check the health of the mines, so that might that statement might come and bite me in the butt. So hopefully it will not, but we will see. Oh my god, that was horrible. Okay. Let's put some GB here. Let's do drop one on that flamethrower and then do one. And hopefully... Yeah, so there. I mean, that was a lot of GBE, but like I said, I want to destroy this stage right away, so that's the reason why I'm doing it this way. And like I said, I think I can. My medics can out heal at least one of the machine guns, but not the combination of the machine guns and the rocket launcher. That is just plain too much for my guys to just deal with. So you see, I'm not using. I handicapped myself because I actually kept the critter swarm, and at this stage I actually like having how you call it, the remote control. I think the remote control is a much better tool for most cases. But if we have it, we'll use it. Did we lose a medic? No, we know. So we have 6 medics doing, healing at 21 seconds, at 21 heals per second. But you take away 4 because of their buggy existence, and that is 17, and we have 6. So we're doing about 100 heals per second with the 6 medics that we have, which is pretty good. So we ended up losing only 3 riflemen in this attack, which is actually pretty darn good if you ask me. Let's go ahead and load those up. Let's take a look at what stage number 5 has in store for us. And we can upgrade something from the armory, so let's go ahead and take a look. Like I said, I'm going to focus on the most expensive thing, so that's going to be the zookas. Let's make our zookas level 14, and we still have 540 gold tucked away. We can probably upgrade one of these guys. That's 2 million. What about this one? We cannot. So we need about 2 more million. I don't think we're going to get it, so I'm not going to worry about that. Let's take a look at what we have in the operation reward board. It's wood and iron. I'm not going to reclaim it yet, mainly because I may need it. So looking at stage number 5, it doesn't look that horrible. In fact, it looks pretty similar to the one that we did a few days ago. Either that or Supercell is getting pretty sloppy. You see, like, I can send Everspark. I can send Everspark here and just claim all these critters, all these containers here. That's gonna get me some GBE. And then maybe when we're on the way to the top, if we maybe do a distance, like somewhere on here, and then the middle of the screen is right now, and we kill that boom cannon, some of the critters might go here and get us those containers too. But in general, it doesn't look that bad. It's just a bunch of flamethrowers. The mortars do not have range, so I don't have to worry about that. It's just a rocket launcher there. So yeah, this one looks pretty easy. I think I can just take him out without reloading. So let's see how much. Yeah, I'm just not gonna wait for that one. It's just 20 seconds. So what difference would an extra rifleman do? Now let's take a look again. We need to destroy some of the mines for sure first, because we don't want to get burned by that. Yeah, those guys are gonna kill us right away. So I'm gonna drop Everspark, and I'm gonna drop her right here. Hopefully that's gonna be work. And then, while that's happening, I'm gonna drop a barrage right here. Hopefully that's gonna take care of most of the mines, and if it doesn't, we'll destroy them with some GBE. Oh shoot! I thought I had lost Everspark. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna land the rest of my troops. I'm gonna clear to like somewhere around here. And just like we planned it, we got some of those containers, which is pretty good. I'm gonna shock now the machine guns. I think I lost some zookas there, and if I didn't, then it's pretty lucky that I didn't. Go ahead and flare here. Those critters, those swarms are actually coming pretty useful right now. Alright, there we go. So shock and shock should be able to, put some. Oh, let me heal. Medics were not there already in time. There's a bunch of mines here, so one mine right in the middle. That cluster should take care of most of them. At this point, it's more effective to just heal than it is to actually shock, or less expensive, should I say. Let's flare here to the back. This flare takes so much time, so I always sort of end up sending more because I thought, oh wait, I didn't. Oh, I need to move back because I'm gonna lose a. See, that's the problem with the medics. The medics is going to a position that is not the best. So here, there's only some more critters. I mean, this stage was pretty easy. We ended up losing a zooka, one zooka, and one medic. Not the best outcome, but you know, defeating Dr. T's 5, and it's not a bad deal for me. Alright, so 18 riflemen, 1 medic, and 1 zooka. Let's go ahead and reload those guys. It's gonna take me 10 minutes to reload my medics, and while we do that, we can take a look at stage number 6 and figure out if we're gonna be able to take it out. So a bunch of splash damage on the bottom, so definitely we don't want to go on the bottom. You have 2 rocket launchers. How much health do they have? They have about 1400. No, actually not 1400. They have about 15.6k of HP, so there's no way we can destroy that. And this one is even higher. There's no way we can destroy those with GBE and not, you know, be artery, you know, completely broke. Now how much HP does this have? It has 328,000 HP points, so that's gonna be pretty hard. We could do, I mean, Grenadiers would work, but the amount of beef that we have to go through, it would just be so tremendous that we will not have enough time to make it to the HQ. Now, if we did heavies on the top, you know, going on the left side with heavies, that will work. But we have to, you know, the cannons and the boom cannons are so spread apart that by the time we get to about here, I'm pretty sure we'll be out of heavies, essentially based on the sniper tower composition. So the only other way that we can try to get this is with the smoky zooka. We have I think we are on the threshold of GBE, but I don't know if we will be able to do enough damage with our level 13 zookas to destroy that HQ like quickly, and you know, especially if you don't boost. Let me do, so it's what did I say, 228,000 HP points. So it's gonna take my zooka 16 seconds, and I would need to shock 1, 2, yeah, there's no way. So I think this is where I have to stop, you know, actually doing the attacks, because there's nothing else that I can do. You know, not with my level of heavy zooka, not with my rifleman zooka. You know, the mines, there's just too much splash damage. Maybe if you have cryoneers, it would work. Tanks. Yeah, no, tanks either wouldn't work because there's a lot of one shot on the top. Well, this is a pretty good base because it's anti-everything unless you have enough oomph on your attack or enough GBE to take some of the key defenses out. You're not going to be able to survive. So guys, I hope the video was helpful, and I hope that it inspired you to try new things. And I hope that this handicapping myself at the first few levels worked for you. And if it doesn't, let me know in the comments. Maybe, you know, you don't care about that and you just want me to see me tearing up the base using all my troops at the same time. But in any case, I would like to hear from you guys, so please feel free to comment. Leave me your suggestions if you had them. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. I will keep raiding some PvP bases because I want to get enough resources to get one of those boats upgraded. So I'm going to just keep going, but I'm going to cut the video for Dr. T today here. So again, thanks for watching, and solid checking out.